Hi planners, it's Chloe from Chloetry Plans. Thank you so much for tuning in to another one of my YouTube videos. If you've been liking what you see, please make sure you like this video and comment below new content you want to see. I want to know what you think about what I've been putting out so far. I also want to know what you think about this video, so make sure you comment below so that I can get some feedback. So today I'm going to talk about 10 tips for new planners. And if you saw my previous video, you know that I really didn't have 10 tips, but this time I do. I want to gain your trust. So I have 10 tips for new planners and I'm just going to get right into it. So number one tip I have is know your why. Know why you're looking for a reason to be more productive, why you want to plan, why you want to goal set. What is your reason? Because your what may change, right? You may change what you want to do and how you're going to do it, but your why should stay the same. Because if it's something valuable to you, you should pursue it. And so if you know your why, it can also guide you in finding the right planner for you. So if you're interested in paper planning, which is what I do, and you want to kind of combine planning in paper planning and digital planning, knowing your why will help you through that, because what type of planner you use can change. It can change every year. It can change every 6 months. It can change every 3 months. It doesn't really matter how you get it done. As long as your why is strong, you'll get it done. So I would say that knowing your why is really important. Number 2, be open to change without compromising consistency. I'm going to say it again. Be open to change without compromising consistency. I wouldn't recommend doing the same thing over and over if it's not working. But at the same time, you don't want to change your method every week. You want to give it a chance to settle in a little bit, know what is going to work for you. You won't know it unless you try to keep it going. So if I use a planner 1 week and it didn't work in 5 days and I switch in the middle of the week, that's not going to help me because I didn't even give it a chance. But at the same time, I want to be open to change. I don't want to say this planner isn't working, but I'm going to use it for a year because I bought it. It's like, well, yeah, it's okay to be fiscally responsible and want to use the things you purchase, but if it's not working for you, you're just going to become more and more frustrated with it and resent the act of being more productive, planning, trying to plan your life. So I just say be open to change without compromising consistency, because consistency and sitting down and thinking about your goals and planning them is key. Number 3, don't give in to FOMO, fear of missing out. There are a lot of new releases being released in the planner community, and this is everywhere. If you're into fashion, there are new things coming out in the fashion world every day. If you're into, I don't know, technology, there are new items coming out in the technology world every day. Retail is what makes America what America is. People buy things they don't need, okay? We all do it. We all fall victim to it. You don't got to feel bad about it, but what you do need to do is not give in to FOMO. So it's important to realize that, hey, if I don't get it this time around, number one, it'll probably be on a resale site. I mean, there's going to be someone who doesn't want it. So if you see an item you want and it sells out and you wait to see if you want it, it'll probably come back around to you if you want it that bad. But if you give it a chance, you might not even want it. And I don't know about you, but because the internet blows things up so quickly, when something is released, I'm interested. But then they post it so much on social media that I feel like I have it. Like I've seen it so many times that I don't even want it. And I'll give you an example. Don't drag me, okay? But when Beyonce's clothing line came out, I was like, oh, that's hot. But after I saw everybody in their mom in the outfit, I kind of felt like I've seen it enough. Like I don't need it myself. I don't need to put it on. I don't need to wear it. I've seen the outfit 11 times on 11 different people, men, women, kids, grown-ups. Like I'm good. I've seen that little orange jumpsuit 1,000 times. I've seen it enough. And that happens with planner community stuff. Like I'll see a planner and I'm like, that looks really cool. I want that. And then after I see it 100 more times on my timeline, I'm like, do I need it? I've seen it a million times. And that's that. I think that can be especially difficult in the planner community though, because a lot of planner sales are online. So you can't go to the store and purchase them. So you might be tempted to order it because you're like, well, how else am I going to see it, touch it? And that's where planner meetups come in. If you're worried about FOMO or fear of missing out, go to your local planner meetup. Look it up on Eventbrite. Look it up on your Facebook planner page. Look it up wherever you need to look it up for your area. If you're in Chicago, come to my planner meetup. But whatever you're doing, look it up, because that's where I saw a lot of the items that I was interested in. And I was able to see in person, like, I actually really want this, or I don't think it's for me. And so I would say that's one thing you can do to try to avoid FOMO. Another thing you can do to try to avoid FOMO is just kind of make a wish list of what you actually want. Because what happens is you see something new and shiny on Instagram or on the internet, and you get excited, and then you just buy it out of impulse. And so if you make a wish list, it'll make you think about what you really want. For example, I want a designer handbag. I want it really bad. So when I see other handbags that are not quite what I want, it's easier to ignore them when I'm like, don't forget what you really want. And then it's a way to make sure you really want what you're purchasing and putting your money to good use. Don't give into FOMO. Don't do it. Just avoid it altogether. You're not missing out. It's paper. Like, you're not missing out on anything. Number 4, buy what you can use and know when to get rid of it. Okay, so this is difficult because planner items are not that expensive. I mean, there are some more expensive planners out there, but when it comes to like washi tape and pens and pencils, like, they don't cost a lot of money. So you can kind of get in this rabbit hole of like buying more supplies than you can actually use. I did that. A typical sticker book has like 30 pages, right? I don't even use 2 pages in a week of planning. So I'm no mathematician, but I know that if I buy 5 sticker books in 5 months, okay, and they each have 30 pages, and I'm not even using a full page on each spread, I'm buying way more sticker books than what I can use. So I just had to learn that it's not worth it. You end up having all this stuff to hoard. And if you've been in the planner community long enough, you know that designs change, just like logos change. So what is hot in 2015 is not hot anymore in 2020. You're not going to use stickers that are 5 years old. They're going to look old. You're not going to want them anymore. Just buy what you can use. It's hard, but try. And then my second part to that is know when to get rid of it. So if you purchased something in 2015 and you used it up and you got like 2 stickers left in it, like, just give it away or throw it away or just hurry up and use it. Like, don't hold on to all of these planner supplies. Know when you're done, you're not going to use it anymore, and just get rid of it. It's okay. Give it away, recycle, I don't know. But just try not to be a planner hoarder, because it's, once you get down that rabbit hole and you become a planner hoarder, like, it's bad. And I'm in the middle of it, so I'm telling you from personal experience to let it go. All right. Number 5, if you're interested in a planner related social media presence, do not be afraid, because the planner community is awesome. Sounds really cliche, textbook. It's true. The planner community is one of the nicest communities I've ever been a part of. People are so generous. I mean, where else can you go to a YouTube channel and the YouTuber tells you exactly how to do what they're doing? Nobody wants to give away their secrets on how to be successful, but the planner community does it all the time. They tell you how to start a YouTube channel. One YouTuber even did a giveaway of a YouTube setup to help her followers start their own YouTube in the planner community. I mean, where do you get that? So I would say that if you're interested in having a planner Instagram or an organization Instagram or a lifestyle Instagram or a lifestyle YouTube or a planner YouTube, just dive right in. Look at some of the videos that planners have put up on how to create your own YouTube channel or start your own channel. A lot of planners have done that. Just do a quick search on YouTube and get started. I mean, the planner community is a really nice place. People are so nice. Even if they don't like what you're doing, they're like, I admire, you know, the fact that you're trying. Like, people are so nice. They'll find something positive to say. Like, everyone is super positive. I would say go for it. Of course, there are some catty folks out there, but you know what? That's what the block button is for. Like, don't sweat it. Just put yourself out there if that's what you want to do. Don't hold yourself back. Number 6, know when it's you and not the planner. Planners are a tool. You have to be motivated to use that tool and be called to action. Just writing it down doesn't make it happen. Now I feel like I'm getting into my advisor bag, okay? It's not always the planner. Sometimes it's you. I mean, it happens to me. I'll write out a full week of plans and goals and all this productive stuff, and it just goes to crap on Tuesday. I just wrote it out Sunday, it's Tuesday. The whole plan is in shambles, and it's not the planner, it's me. It's the fact that I don't have the motivation to get done what I put in front of me, okay? It's just is what it is. You're not gonna have a good week every week. That's just life. So just know when it's like, you know what? It's not the planner. Let me not buy 10 planners. It's not the planner, it's me. I'm not motivated. And that's something that's even deeper. We'll have to get into that in another video. Number 7, be realistic in your plans. Try not to make impossible to-do lists. Don't overwhelm yourself. Creative planning should be fun. Okay, so these to-do lists that you make, they cannot be 10 things you're gonna do after work. You work 8 hours, you're gonna come home and do 10 things. It's just not realistic. You're setting yourself up for failure. Now you can still write these things down, but don't get down on yourself if you don't complete everything that you put in front of you for that day. Just move it to the next day and try to be productive the next day. That's all you can do. Don't make impossible to-do lists. I did this for a long time. I would make my to-do list and be like, I'm doing all of these things today. And it would never happen. And then I get mad at myself. So don't even set yourself up for that. Be realistic. Number 8, set time aside to plan. You deserve. I'm going to say that again. You have to plan, okay? This could be at work. This could be at school. This could be at Starbucks. This could be at home. Set out a little bit of time to plan. It could be once a week. It can be twice a week. It can be every day. I try to get to work a little bit early to play in my planner a little bit before work starts, just so I can get an idea of what I want to do. And then sometimes the night before, I'll look into my planner and try to do some things in there. It makes me happy. It's something I can do. In my planner is set up kind of like a notebook as well. So I'll take notes. I study my daily scripture in there. I mean, it's just a good time. It's just a time for me to reflect, meditate, and think about my plans so that I can be intentional. Know what I plan to do so that I can be intentional. 9, attend meetups. This is just not, it's not just a shameless plug, I promise. I've been to a lot of meetups before I decided to have my own meetup. Attend meetups. If you really want to be in the planner community, you want to make YouTube videos, you want to go on Instagram, you have to attend these events. If you feel fancy or you want to feel fancy, call it an industry event. Like, tell your family, like, oh, I can't that day. I have an industry event. I mean, technically it is. Planning is an industry. It makes millions of dollars every year. I'm just saying, if you need to make it sound fancy, do that. Go to planner meetups. I mean, they're a lot of fun. People are rooting for you there. Nice opportunity to meet new people, YouTubers. One of your favorite planners might be there from Instagram, YouTube. I feel like planners are pretty much humble overall, and they're very approachable. I've only met one planner in person that wasn't approachable, and she wasn't even really a planner, no shade. She just, she's more of a lifestyle organization YouTuber person, and she wasn't that friendly, but I don't know. It could have been social anxiety. I don't judge her. I just know that 99.9% of my interactions with planners have been super positive, super uplifting, very informational. They share their knowledge. It's amazing. Attend a meetup, okay? And number 10, have fun. Have fun with your planner. I know it sounds cheesy, but if you're at this video and you've made it to number 10, you're already a little cheesy. It just is what it is. We're all a little cheesy. So have fun in your planner. Enjoy yourself. If it's not fun, don't do it. I'm just saying, you gotta have fun when you're doing it. So that is my 10 tips for new planners in 2020. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you click the next video, because why not just go down the rabbit hole of Cloetry fans. That's a move. Cloetry fans is a move. Cloetry plans videos. Make sure you check them out. Comment below one of the tips that you enjoyed or one of the tips you plan to implement in your planner life. Thank you for tuning in, and check out my Instagram as well at Cloetry Plans.